I mean, something like a hotline kind of implies you have a big enough audience, or a big enough audience. So.
Yeah, but even if no one phones, I wonder, like in Vancouver, which is of course magnitudes more than what we have here. I wonder how many calls they get.
Good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just take the population and divide it respectively.
Yeah. But I mean, man, if we run it through the toll-free line, then we'd be fielding calls from all over North America.
Depends what kind of job you want.
I don't know. That would be. But then I don't know, like how many calls you get. Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you could always shut it down if it got to be too much.
You could, or you could. If it's a tool to sell bins, then that's fine, and then you hire someone else to do it, right?
Right.
Yeah. If that's what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to do 1 or 2 calls a day. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
We talked a while ago, I think it was probably a month ago now, about doing some PR and talking about how composting is relevant to the fall.
Right.
Because it's very easy to talk about spring and summer even to that extent, but it's more challenging to think of how to make it in people's mind in the fall and winter.
Right.
I was wondering if you'd given any more thought to that.
No, that's a good idea. I mean, in the fall, that's like people compost all year round. Like you're making food scraps. You're eating all year long. So
sure.
Like the gardening certainly picks up. Well, the gardening scraps pick up, in September and October even. When people are cleaning out their gardens. And certainly in the spring when people get into their gardens.
So there's garden cleanup and leaf cleanup.
Yep. And leaves are, one of the ultimate good additives for your compost. So it's a time of the year to be collecting leaves. So, but, I mean, how do you do that in a blog or I guess?
Well, you talked about at one point doing like a newsletter or a press release.
Right. Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Oh, good. I was going to do the newsletter when we have our new product, and so I was kind of waiting because I don't want to really do any marketing until I got something to sell, and so it looks like it's not going to be this week, and I'm hoping it'll be next week, and so then
you'll be in New Brunswick.
Yeah, but that's okay. Then when I come back, then because they're only going to make. Well, we'll see, but they were just going to do a small run to take the pressure off, right, and to fulfill these orders that are needed, and then do the rest of the run. And I think as soon as that's done, I'll probably put in another order, and then start promoting it. And that I think that's the point that I should do the newsletter to say that exciting news, we've got a new product. Right. And then like part of the newsletter is like a technical part of it, so that could be talking about composting in the fall, about collecting your leaves now, and how to prepare your bin for the winter kind of thing.
Couldn't sort of the content too be around composting now for a great spring garden?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think that might be a missing piece of information is I think a lot of people stop composting sometimes.
Right.
Because they don't see the pile going down because you don't have the heat, so you don't have...
Right.
It doesn't seem like there's stuff going on in the bin.
Yeah.
And that may not be the case with your bins, but I think that is a general mentality.
Yeah.
Especially if you load it up with all that end-of-season stuff.
Right.
All your snap peas and your beans and your, squash plants.
Yeah.
And now there's no room in there and it's not moving.
Right.
So there can be kind of a piece around there to keep your compost going throughout the fall.
Yeah.
So you're ready for spring.
Yeah, but that can be a compost or something that's already super active with all your new stuff. Then it'll go faster, and you can make certainly on the island you can make compost all year long. I remember last year when it was. We had tons of snow and everything was, we're even colder up here, right?
Yeah.
And so my bins were solid for about an inch into the compost, and
Right.
but in the heart of it, the worms were still wiggling, they were still working, and
Really?
yeah, and it's still making compost, right, and adding food scraps every few days, and it still went down. Yeah, but that's because it's a super active pile. But but like you say, if you prepare for that now, and so we could put that in the newsletter. That's a great idea.
Because my experience too has been like a few hard lumps.
Yeah.
And a bunch of dead leaves, like it's hard to how do you get that going?
Right.
Without going to Revy and asking some kid where to find the accelerator that he can't find on the shelf,
you don't need it. Oh, it's a scam.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Put in some dog food or pee on it. Mm-hmm. Or or some other compost or manure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not dog and cat manure, but yeah, I could put that in a newsletter. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't really want to do too much promotion until we get product, because it's kind of driving me crazy that we have all these ones sold and yeah.
Well, there's a difference. I mean, I'm used to running a marketing company, so I have to do campaigns well in advance. I mean, there's a difference between getting it ready versus sending it out.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I kind of have in my head what I want to write, but so yeah, as soon as we get back from holiday, then we'll start flying at it.
And I definitely think doing a press opportunity to the extent that you're able.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's probably more lucrative than doing a newsletter.
Right, but I need to do both, and I'll do Facebook ads. There's a woman in our we are YQQ group, Lyft group, whatever, that has been helping me with Facebook ads. So
good.
Yeah, so
nice.
But same thing. I don't want to do that until we get the product issue dealt with.
Even that, I mean, you can set them up now and set the dates for a future time, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah, and then down the line, I'm quite excited about this place it's in near Chicago that can make the bins.
Is it?
New Way, I think it was called. And so I will. Got a good response from the people that you were telling me about, Ace Metal.
Cool.
Yeah, they sound like a super good company. Like, I wish that they could do it.
Did you talk to the founder? Or?
No, just a woman in sales. I couldn't find any email address for whoever there's a picture of her and talked about her. But apparently this other one that they recommended, New Way, I think it was called, and it has, what did she say? They're also a WBE, and so I didn't know what that was, and I Googled it. I think it's a women built enterprise or something. Yeah, I think so, something like that. Yeah. So they might have a woman CEO too, which I don't know why, but that can
go into your marketing too, right? Part of your way of doing business is to network with other conscious capitalists and.
Yep, that's right.
Women in entrepreneurs and manufacturing, like it's all part of yours. So.
Yeah, the brand. Yeah.
And it goes back to the essence of permaculture, right? That was in your manifesto, because so much of permaculture is that feminine, taking care of.
Right.
Giving new life to. It's the female energy, right?
Interesting. I hadn't thought of that.
Not confused with gender, but just.
Yeah.
It's that side of us that's running all this.
Yeah, the nurturing feminine side. Yeah.
The earth side.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah, it's not surprising that you're resonating with some of those contacts.
Yeah, that's right. And it's rather odd to have, well, in this case, two businesses, like metal fabrication businesses that are so masculine, right? And yet their CEOs are women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a great blog article in itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. So apart from preparing for New Brunswick, is there anything that would be helpful for today?
I don't know. I've got this huge list of things that I need to do today, and one of the big ones is sending all these addresses of the 8 customers to the logistics place on
That's pretty
Annapolis
important.
Island. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I hope everything will run automatically while I'm